Hey everyone, what's up? Welcome along. It's episode number 14 of my Football Manager 2020 YouTube video game series. I'm Tony, as you know. We're playing as Kaiserslautern. You know, if you watched the previous episode, the transfer window has slammed shut. That's right, it's closed until January, so we now have to make do with what we've got. And I'm quite happy, personally. I think we've done all right there. We've got 2 games in this episode which will test that theory. We face Nurnberg and we also face FC Koln. So hopefully we can get some decent results. Another thing I need to mention about before we start the video is I've started a podcast. That's right, myself and my friend Matt Richards have started the Football Manager Therapy podcast. It's available where you get all your podcasts from, Acast, Apple Music, Spotify. So all the description and the links are below in the comments. If you want to subscribe to it, please do that. That would be much appreciated. It's good fun. We've also got a little Scandinavian Triple Crown challenge where I'm managing as Östersunds in Sweden, and I started filming that as well. So that's also available on this YouTube channel. So go and have a little watch the Östersunds save game if you like that sort of thing. Obviously, you know, any of these videos, if you like them, give them a thumbs up. That's much appreciated. Please do subscribe to the channel also. I'm dropping videos twice a week, so hit your notifications and you'll never miss a video. And of course, any comments at all, criticisms or feedback or things you like, leave them below and I'll obviously get straight back to you with anything I can think of. So I hope you enjoy the videos. We're going to go straight back to business. Well, obviously, we've got 2 games to look forward to under Kaiserslautern, so hopefully we can get back on the road and Bundesliga 2 can start to get into the swing of it, because I'm really excited for this. So, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. It's Bundesliga 2, it's Nuremberg, and it's FC Koln, and it's Kaiserslautern. And here we are, folks. Welcome back to Bundesliga 2 action. It's post-transfer window. It's closed, obviously. We have what we have in, and I'm quite happy, and I'm also quite happy looking at the league table, to be honest. 5 games played, 2 wins, 2 draws, 1 defeat. To be honest, I mean, looking at the start of the situation, the season there, where we drew with Darmstadt, we drew with Dynamo Dresden, then, of course, lost to Schalke in the Cup. Thought that was going to be a bit of a hangover. When we lost to Paderborn, I was like, oh, right, okay, here we go. Like, you know, morale's going to be really down. But then somehow pulled it back with a couple of victories in our last episode. So, really happy with that. This, however, is not ideal. Potential takeover. Now, obviously, anyone that plays the game will know that a takeover with an oil baron is brilliant, because that brings loads of money. But it also brings the possibility that they will sack the manager, which for this series would be a little bit disappointing. So, fingers crossed, I don't get taken over, I think is the only way I can look at this one. So, we're back into the action where we face Nuremberg. I'm going to hope all the boredom stuff is just left where it is. This is more important, really. Nuremberg, as you can see down there, are in 17th in the league. We're in 6th. So obviously that makes us favourites, but that, you know, that's only on paper, isn't it? You know how football works. We're going to have some debuts to some players. So Asta is in, Lucas Mai is in, Uphoff is staying in goal, Gottwald is at centre half. So I'm pretty confident with the team as to how it's looking. Can't really sort of grumble, I suppose. Like, I'm happy with what we've got. I think we've bought well and certainly loaned well, particularly, you know, given the fact that we lost Shad on deadline day, which meant we had to bring Asta in. And I'm hoping that he's going to be good, because the director of football seemed to think he was all right. So I really only have his recommendation to go on. So, you know, I guess your guess is as good as mine, really, as to how he's going to be this year. Lucas Mai May. I think I'm going to call him Mai, but I think I'm going to put a lot of expectation on him. I think he's going to be a good player for us. I've said it before. I think him and Kraus are going to really make a good partnership. So, that's not a bad effort there, and saved and cleared. Bergman with the corner, whips it in, and never mind. Close enough. Another corner, right? Bit more pressure from the team. That's what we want. Get the ball swung in. No, headed away. Recycle it back in. Good header. Oh, just over the top. I think it was the Iceman getting on the end of that one there. Who again, we've not brought in the striker in, so the Iceman does lead the line until January. So that's the thing, and we obviously sold a couple of strikers as well. So very much putting our faith in Bjarnason to be the man who's going to get us the goals to keep us, not just keep us in the division, but hopefully stabilise us in the division. And that's that's sort of where we are really. The little man Liadji is having a great time as well. He's clearly a quality above this league. That's a lovely ball. There's Hercher back to Bergman. There's Pick. That's lovely football. Deserved a bit better, I think, in terms of the way that play was. But I guess that's something that I'm coming to appreciate with the team. They do knock the ball around quite nicely, and they're very good at that sort of spreading the play and little balls in behind. So that's working really nicely for me. Asta now just cuts the ball back to Bachmann, who again just floats it over the top. Hercher's got a load of space. Ball's come back down and again just blazed over the top from, I believe that was Liadji. Maybe Liadji, no, Pick possibly. I'm just going off the little thing in the middle there. So nothing really going on. I mean, we're running quite a sort of tight ship on this one, to be honest. 6 attempts on goal so far, 2 shots on target, not ideal, but still nothing from Nurnberg. So that's what we obviously need to be sort of keeping an eye on, going right. Just hold what we've got and keep attacking. Because I'm quite happy with the attacking threat we've got in this team, to be honest. It's obviously improved from last year. We've got a little bit more creativity in there, but I think it's got a really nice balance. Is the main thing that I've taken away from this. And here's Liadji, little nice ball into Chifchi, knocked back over. There's Asta, pulls it back to Liadji. Liadji just tries to bend it into the top corner, and that's a really difficult shot to take, to be honest. So no major issue that he's missed that, but again, another sign of intent, to be honest, and just putting Nuremberg under a bit of pressure, going, look, we will hit you from all angles, and that sort of keeps them on their toes. And eventually we have to start taking these chances, though, because we've been there before. We know what happens, don't we? Well, there you go. There's one of the chances taken. I'm sort of sitting there going, oh, we need to take chances. And then up pops Chifchi with a header from the corner. It's a lovely ball in from Bergman, and he just... it's terrible. It's a mistake from the goalkeeper. The keeper's come and he's dropped it, and Liadji's just slid into it. Chifchi has just slid into it and just poked it in. So wonderful scenes. That makes up for our goalkeeping howler in the last episode. I'm sure the goalkeepers union won't be too happy about that, but never mind. And another wonderful effort there from Pick, I think it was, stinging the keeper's fingers. Ball's played in, it's come back out. Gottwald now. Back out to Bergman, and is he going to be able to float something? Here's Mai, Bachmann back to Mai. He's whipped it in and it's headed away. But again, it's pressure, isn't it? It's just keeping that pressure on the visitors, and hopefully they'll make some mistakes and we'll be able to capitalise on it. That's the plan, anyway. Look at that. Safety first. That's what we're talking about. I'm quite happy with Uphoff as well as the goalkeeper. I know he made that clanger, but that's a nice little ball in and a header over the top. I know he made that clanger in the last match, but I think he might be able to sort of help just add an extra bit of confidence in that defence, and hopefully his distribution is going to be all right as well. That's I think he's going to be a decent enough signing. Not quite what we would go for in terms of the plan, because obviously he's over 23, but sometimes you've got to break that plan, I think. And I think he was worth breaking that plan for, I think. So everyone seems to be playing well. I think everyone's really happy. Nuremberg are not getting anywhere near anything at the minute, but I still think we need to try and kill this game off just like that. Florent Pick picking up the loose ball. The ball's played in a lovely corner, and I think it's Bjarnason, I think it is, who gets the header. We'll see here now. Bjarnason's header off the bar. picks the first one to react, and just turns it in the empty net. So 2-0 now. Cruising away, hopefully 3 points in the bag. This is exactly what we need. Keep that confidence going. Turn this 3 wins on the bounce, and all of a sudden, I think Bundesliga 2 have got to really start looking at us and thinking, okay, we've arrived, and we mean business now. So, here's Liadji, robs him about 35, 40 yards out, plays it back to Bachmann. Bachmann, Chifchi. Bachmann, great ball. Pick, lovely save. But again, another effort there to keep the Nuremberg defence on their toes, and they're having to work really hard today to get anywhere near our players. I think we're having a great time today. We're playing really, really well. Really happy with this. That should have been a goal. Lucas Mai literally millimetres away from his first goal for the club. What scenes that would have been if he'd have had that in. Oh, that would have been lovely. But yeah, just a fraction away. But never mind. We're going to bring on Anil Aydin, I think. Give him a bit more experience in Bundesliga 2, and Backhat as well can come on. Might as well give a couple of young guys a bit of a run out, to be honest. Give them some experience, because I think they're good, and I think Kulvetter as well will bring on also. I think they might be good, so I think they need to obviously get used to playing, because if they don't, then they're just going to get dropped in at moments, and they're going to be either out of form or not quite fit enough. And oh dear, he's been robbed there, and terrible defending. Slusener, I think that's how you pronounce it. Slusener. He's robbed Lucas Mai. Oh, mate, come on. We're banking everything on you, and then it's a double awful, because Uphoff's just sort of went like that and not even bothered attempting to catch it. Oh, I mean, that's not good at all, is it? That's very poor. That's very poor. I'm a bit disappointed there, because we gave them all proper, shout outs and bigging them up at the start, going, these are going to be 2 great signings, and we're really happy about that. And then 60 odd minutes in, the pair of them have transpired to concede a goal. So I'm not saying they've done it on purpose, but it certainly looked that way, didn't it? Here's Liadji, he's going to have a go, and it's just again a fraction of an inch over the bar. He's having a great time. I know we wax lyrical about him, but to get a player like that in this division, we're happy enough. We're very happy with that. Here's Hercher. Here's and again Eckhart with a great chance there. He almost managed to do well and get off the scoring himself. Nice block there to Asta, who's managed to cut in. Here's Liadji, and he's hit the defender. Liadji just runs into a bit of difficulty there. And again, now it's just a case of seeing it out. 5 minutes shouldn't really be too much of a concern. They've only really had one shot so far. We've had 21. You'd think, really, 2-1, that's decent enough, isn't it? I'll take that. But I guess when you've had 21 chances, you kind of think that maybe you should really win a bit more. And hang on. Schlusener's on the goal. Oh, what? Oh. You've got to be kidding me, right? I mean, fair play to that Schlusener lad, though. He's had a great second half, and he's had Lucas Mai's life. And again, unselfishly, lays it on to Kopka, who tucks it away. But, I mean, look at those stats. 22 attempts. 2 attempts for Nuremberg. I've not even acknowledged the fact that Bergman's taken a free kick that's only just had to be turned over for a corner. And, we should have really buried that. 3 points goes begging. That's disappointing. That is very, very disappointing. Not happy with that. Not happy at all. I think, that Schleusner had a great second half. I don't know what happened to Lucas Mai. He's almost like he switched off, and I don't think we can. Perform like that and still expect to get a victory, because that's really disappointing, to be honest. 2-0 up, second bottom in the league. You'd think that's 3 points in the bag, but apparently not, sadly. Never mind. Hopefully we can bounce back against FC Koln. Nothing really to note in terms of changes. In fact, we went with the same team, to be honest. And we actually line up in the same formation against FC Koln, which is quite interesting. So we'll see how we get on with this one. Again, fingers crossed, should be a good match. I'm hoping it's going to be decent. I would like it to be a bit of a sort of, right, we mucked up in the last match, so let's sort of put a decent performance in this one. So we're in and around each other in the league. So again, suggesting that there's not too much between us. So fingers crossed, and we'll see where we go from here, really. So here is Liadji getting forward, cuts it back to Bergman. Chifchi's giving it away. In fact, that's very un-Chifchi like. Liadji trying to close down there. In fact, Bergman robs the defender. Great play by Bergman. He's just pulled it wide. 45 seconds worth of excitement at the start of this game. A couple of mistakes. Chifchi giving the ball away, and then Bergman robbing the centre half and just shooting wide. I suppose has really woken everybody up in this match, because you'd normally think the first couple of minutes you can just sort of ease into the game and course into it. But again, a sign that we do press a lot in this team. So we do sort of get on top of players. We don't let players sit around. And it's I suppose in that sense, that level of intensity pays off if you're going to create those sorts of opportunities. Throw into Cologne, nice header away. Hopefully we can pick the ball back up as they're just moving it around their midfield. Nice little ball, and then out to the wing, and there's nobody picking him up. Great ball in, an open header and another block. And we're riding our luck a little bit, and that's floated into no man's land and just cleared. And again, I think we are just a little bit shaky. Need to just concentrate a bit, focus on the job in hand. We know what we need to do. We've done it a million times before, and we're more than capable of doing it. But it's just a little bit worrying when you look at that and you see very simple things causing major problems. I know we've got 3 new players in the defensive positions, if you include the goalkeeper, but even still, great chance there for Cologne, and they just put it wide. But we're living on the edge here. This is like we need to really book our ideas up, I think, otherwise we're going to get taken apart in this match. I think we've been very, very lucky to go in 0-0 at half time, because I think they've had a couple of good chances that on another day you're going to convert those, aren't you? And we're going in at least a goal down at half time. So right, come on, we need to do better is what we need to do. So we can't just go back out and play the same. We've got to really push and press on this one. And I kind of hope they do, to be honest. Like, a draw would be fine. I would have taken a draw at the start of the game, but I think when they're coming at you like this, then you really need to do something, because we're not at the races. And it's quite difficult to watch, to be honest, when you see... Because obviously we're used to like watching last year where we just ran away with games. And at the start of this season, when it's looked a bit difficult and we're being a bit sort of pulled from pillar to post, that was sort of a bit, that's a wonderful ball. And it's great save from Uphoff, again keeping us in the match. I think this is just an example of we're playing a team who are an established Bundesliga 2 team. They know how to play in this division, and we are learning this league as we go along. And I think there's that thing of if you're not winning, you're learning. Like, you have to learn from each defeat or each draw. Take something from it. And I think that's what we're really going to have to do as this season progresses, because we don't want to go straight down. Of course, we want to sort of establish ourselves in the league and stay up. And again, what a wonderful last-ditch tackle that is. Bachmann tracking back and showing absolute commitment to the cause. And that's what we like about him. And we're going to clear that and it's now Liadji just thumping away. Just get it. No, you don't need to be fancy. Just clear it. Great ball in. And it's just, oh my word. That nearly bounced in. It went past everybody. Right, Liadji, just run it. Get it in the... we've played an hour, but get it in the corner. Just get it in the corner and keep it there, because I don't think, this is not going well. I'm really worried about this match now, to be honest. I think it's only a matter of time before they break the deadlock. Surely we can't keep riding our luck like this. Right, slight change. Let's get Kevin Krause on. He might not be 100% fit, but certainly not match fit. He's certainly not up to speed fit, and he's certainly not fit enough to drop into a match with this level of pressure on the defence. But he's going to have to go on, because I don't know whether or not the defence are going to hold out without that extra bit of experience. And I hope that I've made the... Oh, another save. I thought we'd given away a penalty at first. It's getting very, very, very touch and go now. I keep looking at the clock going, 73 minutes gone. Right, okay. Is there enough time? Headed over the top, that's fine. I can take that, no problem. I'm literally counting the seconds down in this game, because I don't think I've ever been this unconfident about my team before. I'm looking on the bench and there's nobody I can really bring on that's going to make me feel more comfortable either. I don't know whether bringing Ambrosius on and sticking on the centre half is a good idea. Certainly don't want to bring on a striker on. Chifchi with an effort there, and it's just gone over the top with what would have been the most undeserved goal had we scored. Bergman, great ball in, but goalkeeper collects that and just sits on it and distributes it nicely. Well, he distributes it long. I mean, we've just pumped it straight back to him so he can have another go. Not ideal, but hey, we've picked that one up. That's good. Chifchi now. Bachmann, I should say. Out to Liadji, who's going to just whip in a great ball. A lovely, lovely ball in. And I think it was Pick got his head to it. And mightily close. That could have really been an incredibly undeserved goal, but we get it and then just off the defence twice and away, and just come on, ref. I know you said there's 4 minutes to time it on, but just call it now. If this was a fight, you'd want the referee to stop it. So just stop it now, right? Okay, fine. Ball's gone out for a goal kick, not a problem. Just play for possession, lads. We can't afford to give the ball away here, because we've ridden our luck so much. We've got an undeserved 0-0 draw. I almost said 0-0 victory. It feels like a victory. The fact that we've managed to win 0-0 in this match, and yeah, it's we've come up against a decent side here, to be honest. And I've learned a lot about my team. I've learned that we really need to grind down, and we need a bit more concentration in the camp. If only the transfer window had not just closed. Great ball back, and it's just straight at the defender. A great chance goes begging at the end, which would again have been have really sort of changed the dynamic of the match. But never mind, it wasn't to be. Here's Asta just picking the ball up. And just the final whistle has finally gone. 13 attempts to 4. We had the ball. 51% of possession was with us, 49% with them, and we've somehow scraped a 0-0. My word, that's, as I say, we're learning a lot about this team, and I've learnt that we may actually have just about lucked out there. We maybe lost our luck against Nurnberg, but we certainly had our luck against Cologne. So what we need to do now, we're going to lick our wounds. We're going to go back, start looking forward to some more games in the future. What we've got now, so we'll probably play some more offline. We'll come back, possibly Bochum, maybe Hamburg, something like that. Looks like it might be quite good games. If you're enjoying this series, obviously do please give the videos a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel, that's much appreciated. Also have a look at the Ostersund's videos as well. Please subscribe to Football Manager Therapy Podcast. That would be great if you could do that. And of course, any comments below, do leave us a comment and I'll give you a reply back. And we will hopefully see you guys for the next video. Remember, we drop 2 videos a week now, Mondays and Fridays. Thank you so much for your support. We'll see you with the next video.